So this is a Fiskars Tree Trimmer and Pruner. I've never used one of these before. This one has a 14 feet extension. So I have some trees out the back that I need to trim down. So I'm going to see how this one works and whether I actually recommend it or not. So let's take a look at how it works. As you can see, there's a black hook that fits over the branch you're going to trim. Once the hook is in place above the branch, you pull on the black cord handle that's attached, and that brings up the cutting blade from below, making the cut. You can extend the length of the trimmer by unclasping this orange clip and by then pushing on the orange button here and then pushing up the top section. This particular model extends to up to 14 feet, so when you get it to your desired length, just push the orange clip back into place to secure the length you want. As you can see, the branches of this tree are getting close to the house. Last year I paid somebody to cut them back, but now just a year later they're close to the house again. So instead of paying someone again, I decided to cut them back myself for a fraction of the cost. I have this fully extended to 14 feet, and as you can see, when I can get the hook over the branch, even at that height, it cuts pretty easily. I'm pretty short, I'm only 5'3", so ideally I would have preferred the 16 feet version, but when I was in Home Depot, I held both versions above my head, and I felt the 16 feet one was a little top heavy for someone of my size. Even so, I still find the 14 feet version a little top heavy when holding it above my head for any length of time. So when I get clear access to a branch and I can easily get the hook over it, it's pretty easy to cut. The only problem I found is when there's a lot of branches packed close together, and some of the other branches hinder my attempts at getting a hook over my intended branch. So this looks like the hedge is holding the trimmer, but I'm actually behind the hedge on a step ladder trying to reach the higher branches. And even when stretching while standing on the step ladder, as long as I could get a clear shot of the branch, I found it pretty easy to cut. The trimmer also comes with a saw-like blade that you attach to the top of the trimmer's hook section. You can use this blade to cut thicker branches. It's easy to put on and take off using the wing nut provided. And just look at the teeth on that thing. I don't really have any thicker branches to cut, so I'm just going to test on this one near the base of the tree. As you can imagine, with the big teeth on that blade, it cuts through pretty easily. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with my purchase. For my needs, it's perfect. And if you found this review helpful, please check out some of my other YouTube videos on Jim's tips, fixes and how-to advice.